You picked up your phone 47 times today. You didn't decide to. You didn't even notice most of them. 1 second you were doing something else, and the next, your thumb was already unlocking the screen. That is not weakness. That is not a lack of discipline. The real reason you can't stop checking your phone is far stranger than you think, and it has almost nothing to do with willpower. It starts in a casino. Not a phone, a casino. In the 1950s, psychologist B.F. Skinner ran an experiment with pigeons and a lever. Press the lever, get food. Simple. But Skinner noticed something odd. When the food came every single time, the pigeons pressed the lever calmly, almost lazily. But when the food came randomly, sometimes after one press, sometimes after 20, the pigeons pressed obsessively. Frantically, they couldn't stop. This is called variable reward, and it is the single most addictive pattern ever discovered in behavioral science. Your phone runs on the exact same mechanism. Every time you check it, you don't know what you'll get. Maybe nothing. Maybe a message that makes your whole day better. Maybe a like, a comment, a notification that means someone somewhere thought of you. The uncertainty is the hook, not the content, the not knowing. Researcher Natasha Schüll spent years studying slot machine design, and what she found should unsettle you. The machines are engineered, deliberately, to create what she calls a state of flow where players lose track of time entirely. Smartphone apps were built by people who studied this exact research. The infinite scroll, the pull to refresh gesture. These were not accidents. They were modeled, intentionally, after slot machine mechanics. So when you feel that small pull to check your phone, even though nothing important is happening, you are not broken. You are responding exactly the way the system was designed for you to respond. But there's a deeper layer to this, one that goes back even further than casinos. Your brain did not evolve in a world of notifications. It evolved in a world where new information meant survival. A rustle in the grass, a shift in the wind, a stranger approaching camp. Your ancestors who paid attention to small, unexpected signals lived longer than those who didn't. That instinct, scan for anything new, didn't disappear. It just found a new home in a glowing rectangle that fits in your pocket. Every notification taps directly into that ancient circuitry. Your brain cannot tell the difference between a genuinely important alert and a meaningless one. To your amygdala, new information is new information. It deserves attention, immediately. Dopamine plays a role here too, but probably not the way you've heard it described. Dopamine isn't about pleasure. Neuroscientist Wolfram Schultz, whose research reshaped how scientists understand reward, found that dopamine spikes happen before the reward arrives, not after. It's released during anticipation. During the act of wanting to know, this means the moment your phone buzzes, before you've even seen what it is, your brain has already started its reward response. Just from the possibility, you're not addicted to your phone, you're addicted to the half-second of not knowing what's on it. Think about what this means. The apps don't need to make you happy to keep you coming back. They only need to make you curious. A red notification badge with a number on it works precisely because your brain cannot ignore an unresolved loop. Something is unfinished, something is unknown. And your ancestors' brains were built very specifically to chase down unresolved things until they made sense. This is why a podcast you're not even that interested in still makes you want to find out how it ends. Why an unread message sits in your mind like a held breath. Why you'll check an app with literally nothing new on it just to be sure. So here's the uncomfortable truth. Every time you reach for your phone without meaning to, you are not failing at self-control. You are responding exactly as designed to a system that fuses a pigeon's lever, a slot machine's randomness, and your ancestors' survival instincts into a single piece of glass. Understanding this doesn't fix it instantly, but it changes something important. It moves the problem from what's wrong with me to what is this thing engineered to do? And that distinction matters because you cannot out-willpower a system built by people who studied exactly how your brain works in order to capture it. You picked up your phone 47 times today. Tomorrow, when you feel that same pull, you might notice it a little sooner. Not because your brain changed, but because now you know exactly what it's responding to.